Hi there, this is Toby Charles saying hello and welcome to the Meazza Stadium in Milan in Italy for the top UEFA Cup game, that is the European Football Union game between Inter Milan in the dark strip playing from right to left and Borussia Mönchengladbach of West Germany all in white playing from left to right. Now this is the second leg of this second round tie between these two teams. The first leg in Borussia Mönchengladbach 2 weeks ago ended in a 1-1 draw, which puts Milan, of course, in a very good position. They only have to win 1-0 this evening here in Milan in front of a capacity crowd, a tremendous crowd of well over 80,000, who I'm sure will be making a tremendous noise, especially if Milan score. The firecrackers will be going off here. So as I was saying, Milan only have to win 1-0. In fact, they could theoretically gain a goalless draw and still go through to the next round, because in Europe, if the scores are level after the two legs have been played, then away goals count double. So that means that if the game here this evening ended in a goalless draw, then Milan would go through on account of the away goal they scored in Mönchengladbach 2 weeks ago. A little bit complicated, but that's the rules, I'm afraid, in the European competitions. On the other hand, if the game ends in a 1-1 draw after the 90 minutes, then 30 minutes of extra time have to be played, 15 minutes each way, and then if there's still no result, the game is decided on penalties. And let me give you the two teams. Inter Milan playing with Bordon in goal. The back four of Canuti, Bini, the captain, Mozzini, Pancheri. In midfield, Pasinato, Caso and Marini. And then up front, Oriali, Altobelli, brilliant centre-forward who scored the goal in Mönchengladbach 2 weeks ago. And then, with the number 11 on the left wing, Muraro. Borussia Mönchengladbach with Kneipp in goal. He made such a tremendous mistake in the first leg 2 weeks ago, which let in Milan for that equaliser after Hannes had given Borussia Mönchengladbach the lead. So Kneipp in goal. Klinkhammer, Hannes, Schäfer and Flair. And then in midfield, Matthäus, Kulik and Nielsen. And the three front runners, Del Hayer, Nickel and Lean in there with the number 11. This game very important, of course, for both sides, especially financially, because if they stay in Europe, then they could go on to earn more millions of marks in gate money. But of course, getting knocked out would put an end to all their financial dreams. On the ball now, Christian Kulik, Mönchengladbach captain. I should mention, by the way, that Borussia Mönchengladbach are the holders of this trophy. They beat Red Star Belgrade in the final last season. That's a two-leg final, by the way. They gained a draw in Belgrade, and they won 1-0 in the home leg, which was actually played in Düsseldorf, which is not far from Mönchengladbach. The referee, by the way, very experienced, world-class referee, Mr. Palatai from Hungary, who's refereed many World Cup matches in the past. Free kick for Milan. On the ball there's Pasinato, fine midfield player. Looking for the overlapping fullback, Pancheri. Likes to go down that left flank, Pancheri. That's a good one too. Pancheri again. Pasinato. Oh, and that wasn't far off target. A good shot there from Pasinato. And Kneipp diving across his goal. Inter Milan, by the way, are the current league leaders in the Italian First Division. Undefeated this season so far in Italian league matches. And in Europe as well, for that matter. Got through their first round of the UEFA Cup quite comfortably. And then, as I was saying, getting a very good 1-1 draw in the first leg of this second round tie in Mönchengladbach. On this programme, Soccer Made in Germany, the game this evening is the UEFA Cup tie, the European Football Union Cup match between Inter Milan of Italy and Borussia Mönchengladbach from West Germany. So actually this soccer match not made in Germany, but certainly involving a German team, and it's a goal! Altobelli has scored! What a fine goal that was. Altobelli, unmarked again, got away from Frank Schäfer. So Inter Milan go 1-0 up. Here's that scene again. There's the cross from Muraro. At the far post, Oreali and Altobelli. Not offside. Kneip had his hand up for offside, but it wasn't. Mr. Palatai was right there. They go 1 up. And of course on aggregate now they're 2-1 up after that score of 1-1 in the first leg. Corner for Mönchengladbach, Kulik taking it. Another corner. Well, this man Altobelli certainly is a fine centre forward. High one from Kulik to the far post, but it's over the line. Hannes was there. Wilfried Hannes, the Mönchengladbach number 4, moves upfield for these set pieces, for the corners and free kicks. That's how he got his goal in the first leg in Mönchengladbach. But the way things stand at the moment, that goal isn't going to be enough. The score here in the Meazza Stadium. Inter Milan 1, Borussia Mönchengladbach 0. Well, it was difficult enough for the West German side beforehand. It's going to be even more difficult now. Bini. And Kulik. He's got Del Hayer with him. Throw in for Inter. What a chance here. And Hannes annoyed with that, with his teammates, because under pressure they're not marking tightly enough. The Milan defence at the moment much better organised. Good tackle by Schäfer. But the Milan players tackling early. That's Canuti. Caso. Milan certainly on top at the moment. Hannes leaving it for Kneip, the goalkeeper, who on this occasion certainly couldn't be blamed for that goal by Altobelli. Had no chance at all with that one. And Bini there, as always, sweeping up at the back. Marini beats his man again. And it's a free kick. Mateus didn't like that decision. But Mr. Palatai, of course, years of experience behind him. One of the top referees in the world. Pasinato. He's got Marini alongside him. It's a good ball, switching play completely. And Knipe. Del Haya. Bundle off the ball there. Fouled by Pancheri. And Mr. Palatai talking to Pancheri, telling him to take it easy. Del Haya stepping gingerly, but I think he's okay. Both these teams, by the way, have tremendous records in Europe. Have played some wonderful games in European competitions. In fact, back in 1971, it was Inter Milan who knocked Borussia Mönchengladbach out of the European Champions Cup. And the way things are at the moment, they could knock Borussia Mönchengladbach out of the UEFA Cup as well. Beanie, he's here, there, and everywhere, that man. Marini. Stopped this time. Nielsen back to his keeper. The Italians certainly not giving anything at all away in defence. Very well organised. Tackling first time, always in position. Pasinato. That's a good ball. Muraro. Altobelli. Fine save by Wolfgang Knipe. It's that man again, Altobelli. Mateus. And Beanie there as always. Pancheri. Pancheri getting the ball across. As you saw for yourselves, over the top, goal kick. Pancheri doing a lot of useful attacking down that left flank. Knipe with the clearance. Nickel. Oh, it's in the net! What a goal by Harold Nickel. He's delighted, and so the whole Mönchengladbach team. Well, I haven't seen a goal like that for a long time. Take another look at it. Nickel hits it, and look at the distance. What a shot, hits the underside of the crossbar and bounces into goal. 1-1. What a goal by Harold Nickel. That was a real soccer made in Germany goal, that was. 1-1 the score. The game wide open once again, the tie wide open. 1-1 on the night, 2-2 on aggregate. Well, that must be a setback for Inter Milan. They seem to be in control. They seem to be in command. They were taking this. Now they've got it all to do again. Del Haya. I'm sure a goal like that will have lifted Borussia now. Beanie. That's certainly one of the best goals I've seen for a long time. And of course, when you get shots like that going into the back of the net, there's a certain amount or quite a bit of luck involved. You hit them and you hope they're going to go, and that one certainly did. Perfectly fair tackle there by Beanie. Don't forget the programme you're watching is Soccer Made in Germany. The programme that brings you all that's best from the world of soccer. The top German games, the top European games like this one, Inter Milan against Borussia Mönchengladbach. And in the not too distant future, by the way, this programme will also, by special demand, be bringing you a review of the 1974 World Cup finals in West Germany. After the televising of the final between West Germany and Holland, we received so many letters asking if we couldn't show some of the other games as well, and the final once more. And a chance here for Inter, but blocked, as you saw. Well, in a couple of weeks' time, we will be showing you some of the best matches from the 1974 World Soccer Championships, starting with that memorable final between West Germany and the Netherlands, which was held in the Olympic Stadium in Munich. So plenty to look forward to on this programme, on this show, Soccer Made in Germany. And naturally, of course, now, Borussia Mönchengladbach, having pulled back that goal, what a goal it was, looking a lot more confident, finding their men better, playing good possession football. Is that going to go back to the keeper? No, it's not. That's good play. Del Haya. Good cross coming in there. There's the shot. High wide and not very handsome at all. Beanie. And the man I feel sorry for is poor old Bordon in the Inter Milan goal. He couldn't have known what went past him. That incredible shot from Harold Nickel, the Mönchengladbach number 9. Out of play, so throw in for Borussia. Kulik with the back heel. There's the shot. And Bordon. That's young Flair. The left back playing in the right wing position. But that's modern soccer for you. The days are gone when you used to have 2 full-backs, 3 half-backs and 5 forwards. Now they're all defenders and they're all forwards. Playing total football. The kind of football, really, that the Dutch perfected at the 1974 World Championships. And don't forget, as I was saying, in a couple of weeks' time, on this program, on this show, you'll be able to see some fine examples of that great soccer style that the Dutch perfected. Milan now not looking so confident. That equaliser from Nickel was obviously a shock for them after Altobelli had given them the lead. Hannes. Mateus and Hannes having their own private little game there. He'll go back to Kneip, it does. Shortly before half-time, of course, Mönchengladbach, after getting that equaliser, not taking any chances. It's a good tackle. Hannes. Mateus. Del Haya. And Milan now certainly not so confident, not finding their men so well. Oh, and that was... As it turned out, it was a good back header, but it could have been very risky indeed. Good run here by Mateus. And he's brought down right on the edge of the area. That could have been dangerous. No, it was young Flair. He and Mateus look very much alike. Both young players, both 19 years of age. Fairly long hair. And that was a good attacking run by Flair. So let's see what Borussia can do with this free kick. There's the shot, it's blocked. The shot coming in from Kulik. Oriali, the man blocking it. And Lienen. And Nickel was there waiting in the middle for that one, but he didn't come over. Marini. Don't forget, by the way, that if this scoreline, 1-1, stays the same, that will make it 2-2 on aggregate. And then at the end of the 90 minutes, extra time, 30 minutes of extra time will have to be played to decide the winner and to decide who goes on to the next round of this competition. Who's it going to be? Inter Milan or Borussia Mönchengladbach? Hannes switching play. Hannes, just like Beanie, organising things well at the back. And my monitor here in the stadium flickering a bit. I hope it's not happening where you are. Naturally, just before half-time, this possession play, and then the bad pass. You can't afford to do things like that. Pancheri. Marini. And Nielsen with room. Del Haya, but he won't get to that one. That's good covering again by Beanie. Marini. Schäfer coming in there. Good tackle. That's Nickel, the goal scorer. And the whistle for half-time with the score here in Milan, 1-1. Mr. Polotai blows his whistle, and it's Inter Milan who kick off at the start of the 30 minutes of extra time, which of course has become necessary because the score after 90 minutes was 1-1, and it was 1-1 in Mönchengladbach 2 weeks ago, making it 2-2 on aggregate. No team has the advantage of the away goals, so 1-1 at half-time, 1-1 at full-time, and now the big question is, which team has got the most stamina and can get the all-important goal in these deciding 90 minutes. 30 minutes rather, of course. 30 minutes of extra time. They played 90 minutes already. I don't think they could play another 90. Not even the substitutes out there. It's interesting, by the way, that the substitutes that have been brought on by Inter Milan. Mönchengladbach still haven't used any substitutes. So, of course, in these 30 minutes of extra time, they can bring on 2 fresh players. Whereas Milan have used up their 2 substitutes. Beccolossi coming on for Oriali and Ambu coming on for Muraro. Beccolossi, by the way, a very talented player, Italian international, and normally, of course, first choice player in this Milan team, but he still hasn't fully recovered from an injury. And the trainer, Bessellini, didn't want to risk Beccolossi, but he's taken a gamble now and brought him on. And Bordon, Pasinato. What a tremendous match this has been. 2 fine goals in the first half. Good end-to-end play, with Inter looking by far the more dominating side early on. But then that tremendous goal after 33 minutes from Harold Nickel. Pancheri, Altobelli, and he's done it again! What a brilliant goal by Altobelli! Altobelli has put Inter Milan 2-1 into the lead, and that could be the decider. It was Pancheri who made the goal with this run again down that left flank, beat still high, perfect cross, and there's Altobelli, a brilliant diving header into the far corner of the net. No chance at all for Knipe. Schäfer was with Altobelli, but he still couldn't stop This brilliant centre forward. There he is, the man of the moment. The Italians going wild with delight, of course. Who can blame them? Altobelli has probably put Inter Milan through to the next round of the UEFA Cup. But there's still about 26 minutes left. 25, 26 minutes of extra time. And now it's going to need all the grit and determination and willpower that Mönchengladbach have got if they're going to get back into this game. And they're going to bring on a substitute. That's Norbert Ringels, you can see down there with his curly hair. Ringels is coming on. So Borussia Mönchengladbach are going to use their first substitute. You can see Jupp Heynckes there, the coach, talking to the referee. And don't forget, by the way, that from us you can get a 30-page colour booklet on soccer made in Germany. It contains all the facts and figures of clubs, players, the show itself. In fact, everything which will help you to enjoy the programme even more. The booklet is free, but don't forget to send $1 for postage and handling. And the address is Soccer Made in Germany, P.O. Box 1143, New York 10019. And the game's going to be restarted with a bounce ball. That's Beanie again, Del Haya. It's an awkward-looking cross, but there was nobody there at the far post. And there's got to be a lot of urgency now in this Mönchengladbach play if they're going to get back into this one. Del Haya could be the man, actually, who could cause the Italian defence a bit of trouble. He's very light, very fit. And he's still going very strong. Even though he's now been playing almost 100 minutes. Beccolossi. And there's that man, Altobelli, again. He got the goal in Mönchengladbach. He's got 2 this evening. Marini, socks around his ankles. It's amazing that some of the players out there have still got boots on. They must be very exhausted. Marini with the throw-in. Looking for Del Haya, but not a good pass. Throw in for Inter. Well, Inter Milan are in the driving seat now. Look at the fans applauding their team. Who can blame them? Inter Milan haven't been beaten this season. And it doesn't look as if they're going to be beaten now. But of course they can't afford to take it easy, because if Mönchengladbach get another goal, then they will go through to the next round of the UEFA Cup, because even though it'll be 3-all on aggregate, in other words, still a draw, Mönchengladbach will then have scored 2 away goals against Inter Milan's 1 away goal. Oh, shot there from Pasinato, I think it was. Or was it Beccolossi? No, it was the other substitute, Ambu, and only just over the bar. There's Ringels. He's the Mönchengladbach substitute. Kulik, Del Haya. He's offside. No, it's not a goal. Some ironic cheers and clapping from the Inter Milan fans. Del Haya gets the ball into the net, but he's offside. So it's still Inter Milan 2, Borussia Mönchengladbach 1. And the Italian teams, tremendously difficult to beat at home. Del Haya, can he keep it in play? No. Pancheri with the throw-in. The man who set up that second goal for Altobelli. And Pancheri, all evening in fact, has been making some fine attacking runs down the left flanks. Good ball from Beccolossi. Marini tries a shot and Knipe. That shot from Marini. Of course, Marini in no real hurry to take this corner. Time is on Milan's side now. And Knipe. That's Frank Schäfer, the man who's been trying to mark Altobelli. An almost impossible task when he's in this kind of form. Klinkhammer. Well stopped. And of course the gaps are appearing now. Pasinato. Mr. Palatoi was obviously awarded a free kick. Didn't look like a foul to me, but still, he's the man down there in the middle. Del Haya. Well, Mönchengladbach certainly trying hard. But is effort going to be enough? If it is going to be, it'll have to be a tremendous effort. Ringles. A corner. Canuti playing it safe. Wasn't really necessary, but still it's better to be safe than sorry. And that's Winfried Schäfer who's coming on with the number 13. Well, unlucky for some, but it could be lucky for Borussia Mönchengladbach. Who knows? Schäfer coming on in place of Klinkhammer, who's gone off. Is the corner. Good punch clear there by Bordon. Lehnen. Not a foul. Oh, the whistle has gone. Well, that surprised me. So it's going to be a free kick. Let's see if Borussia can do something with this. It's a hard one. Ringles. Oh, it's in the net. That's the equaliser. In fact, that could be the winner. It's 2-all. Norbert Ringles has scored for Borussia Mönchengladbach. Look at this. Here's the action replay. Look at Ringles there, unmarked at that far post. He hits it beautifully on the volley. Well, you couldn't have put a $5 note in between the crossbar, the post and the ball. But that's the shot that could be worth $1 million. Because it's made the score 2-all, 3-all on aggregate. But of course now Borussia have scored 2 away goals. So if the scores remain the same, it's the West German team, Borussia Mönchengladbach, that will go through to the next round of the UEFA Cup. Well, Inter must have been thinking they had it in the bag when Altobelli got that goal. I must admit that I thought so as well. I didn't think Borussia could come back like they have done. I said it would need a tremendous effort. Well, they've obviously got all that willpower and determination. 2-all the score, 3-all on aggregate. But the away goals for Borussia counting double. But can Inter come back now? They've got it all to do again. It's a corner. The head's going up there. Altobelli was up there. And there's Ringels. He's the man of the moment now in this Borussia team. He hadn't been on the pitch, actually. Let me think, he came on in the 95th minute. When he hadn't been on the pitch 10 minutes. And he scores. He gets what could be the all-important goal for Borussia Mönchengladbach. There goes the whistle for the end of the first 15 minutes. In this second half of extra time, Borussia Mönchengladbach playing from right to left. Well, what a game this has been. But don't forget that this is the show, Soccer Made in Germany, which brings you all that's best from the world of soccer. And you couldn't get a game much better than this one. It's had everything: skills, hard tackling, goals, excitement, drama. Can Inter come back? Can Inter Milan do it? Ringels, the goal scorer, gets his head to that one. And Delhi can't get to that one. He's pretty quick, but he's not that quick. Beanie. Can he push his teammates forward? Can Milan now produce the effort, the determination, the willpower to get back into this game? Marini. Stopped by Nielsen, not a foul. Marini saying he was fouled, but I think the truth of the matter is that Marini's very tired, and who can blame him? All the players down there must be feeling it now. That's Nickel. Delhi brought down, and it's a penalty. Mr. Palatai is pointing to the penalty spot. Kala Delhi brought down there by Pancheri. Winfried Schäfer holding the ball. There's Christian Kulik. Now, of course, this could be the decider. Who's going to take it? There's Hannes. Now, the penalty taker normally is Harold Nickel, the centre forward, but he's on the ground at the moment. He's being attended to. I think he's suffering from cramp. Here's that scene again. Down goes Del Haya. Him pointing to the spot. Pancheri pulling Del Haya off the ball. And Nickel's okay. Hannes is placing the ball. But Nickel is going to take it. Harold Nickel, a very confident player, doesn't take any run-up. If you've never seen Harold Nickel take a penalty, now watch this. Places the ball. And it's in the net. 3-2 for Borussia Mönchengladbach. Harold Nickel's second goal of the night. Borussia's third. 3-2 for Borussia Mönchengladbach. And just watch it again. Harold Nickel placing the ball. Just a step back. No, he still hasn't placed the ball. Mr. Palatai talking to a few Italian players there, who are naturally rather upset. Just a step back, and into the net it goes. Bourdon didn't have time to think about that. It's in the net, but it's offside. While that action replay was going on, Inter were attacking. And Mr. Palatai, certainly not the most popular man here in the Meazza Stadium at the moment. First of all, giving that penalty and then disallowing an Inter goal. But personally, I think both decisions were correct, because Pancheri pulled down Del Haya. And then in that particular case, Carzo was definitely offside. So it's 3-2 for Borussia Mönchengladbach, which means, of course, now that Inter have got to score twice. And I don't think they can do that. But, of course, anything's possible in football. And the game isn't over till the final whistle goes. Well, what a dramatic match this has been. It certainly has had everything. Ball breaking loose, goal kick. Now, of course, Wolfgang Kneip won't be in any hurry to take it. And the Italian players, Altobelli there, getting rather annoyed about that, because Kneip is wasting time. And Mr. Palatai having to come in and calm things down. But of course, these are tactics that all teams employ, especially in a cup competition when they're in the lead. Beanie. Beanie can't stand it at the back anymore. Goal kick. Well, I think it's going to need more than just a tremendous effort now by Inter Milan. It's going to need almost a miracle for them to get the 2 goals they need in these few remaining minutes. The 2 goals that would put them through to the next round of the UEFA Cup, if they can get them. But the odds are stacked heavily against them now. This really has been a remarkable performance by Borussia Mönchengladbach. After the first leg 2 weeks ago, when they could only draw 1-1 at home, nobody really gave them a chance against this fine Inter Milan side, which hasn't lost all season in the Italian First Division and is top of the Italian League. And then, of course, Altobelli giving into the lead, but Harold Nickel getting the equaliser with a tremendous shot. 1-1 at half-time, 1-1 after 90 minutes. So 30 minutes of extra time has had to be played. Again, it was Altobelli, the brilliant diving header, who put Inter into the lead once again, and Inter were through at that stage of the game to the next round of the UEFA Cup. But then the substitute Ringels, putting Borussia Mönchengladbach back into the game and into the next round with a fine goal which made it 2-2. And then just now that penalty from Harold Nickel after Del Hayer had been brought down in the area. So 3-2 for Borussia Mönchengladbach. And they're still running down there, running hard. I personally don't know where they get the energy from. There goes Marini. Beats his man well on the outside. Well, the ball went on the outside. Marini on the inside. Gets a corner. That's determination for you. This huge crowd, of course, 82,000 at one time. They were cheering loudly as Milan seemed to be heading for the next round. But those 2 goals now in extra time by Borussia Mönchengladbach have silenced this huge crowd. And Borussia come again. Ringels. Oh, what a fine save by Bourdon. That really was a good save. Diving very bravely at the feet of Ringels. That could have been number 4 for Gladbach. Bourdon took a kick on the side of the head there, I think. Throw in for Inter. Bini. Pazinato. Beccolossi. And Pazinato again. Bini. The Italians trying. That was Mozzini. But effort just isn't enough any longer. They need a lot more than that now. Goal kick has to be taken again, which of course all wastes time, and time is something that Milan really haven't got anymore. Not enough anyway. Leaning, holding onto the ball quite sensibly, even though he's beaten. Beccolossi. Caso. Beccolossi again. Bini into the middle. Knipe. Del Hayer. Offside. Nickel offside there. But this really has been a remarkable performance, as I was saying, by Borussia. Nobody expected them to win here this evening. I certainly didn't. Bini flashing well wide of the post. It's certainly not his fault, Bini's fault, that his team are 3-2 down. He's had a wonderful match. Knipe with the long clearance. Canuti with a good tackle there. Of course, Mönchengladbach now 3-2 up, playing very sensibly. And if I'd have been more sensible, I probably would have realised that Mönchengladbach are the kind of team that can rise to the occasion. They've done it so often in the past before. They've won this competition, the UEFA Cup, twice. Last season and in 1973. Marini trying one. Carzo. And Knipe. Mr. Politoy was looking at his watch there, but I make it that there's still a couple of minutes left to play. That's Nielsen. He'll hold on to the ball. And I've just been rapped on the knuckles, actually, by my producer, who's told me that... oh, that was a bad foul there by Canuti. Who's told me that I've got my facts wrong. I'm very sorry about that. Ironic clapping there from Nielsen. That Borussia Mönchengladbach won the UEFA Cup in 75. They were beaten in the final in 73 by Liverpool. And they won it in 75. So sorry about that. But they have won it twice, in 75 and last season. And now Nielsen with this free kick. He's in no hurry, but it's all over. Here in the Meazza Stadium in Milan, Borussia Mönchengladbach have given a wonderful, a really remarkable performance to defeat Inter Milan on their own ground by 3-2. That means they've won 4-3 on aggregate and go through to the next round of the UEFA Cup.